Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ritnika and you have reached Natural Vibrations. So today I wanted to talk to you a little bit about how I'm planning on growing and expanding my channel and the other things that I will be able to help you guys with. So up till now I've been focusing on readings, which of course will continue. But I am also a certified life coach. I am a neuro-linguistic practitioner. I have a degree in hypnosis. I am an EFT practitioner, a shamanic healer. So I want to be able to help you guys through this journey of life, because whether you're a twin flame, whether you're just a person looking to just be the best version of yourself, there is more to spirituality and growing than just cards. They're just one aspect of it, and of course cards help you understand what's going on and also point out some of the areas that you need work in, but you need to obviously utilize other tools, and I want this channel to be able to showcase all kinds of healing modalities, not just oracle cards or tarot. So how this is going to do is, today I want to talk to you about the topic of twin flames, soulmates, karmic, and the need of everyone trying to want to find their twin flame. And I guess this is something that I've been noticing a trend, and I have addressed it in one of my reading videos. I am following a bunch of groups on Facebook, online, and especially to do with twin flames. And I see so many posts of people who are not in the twin flame dynamic, and they're going on talking about how and asking, when am I going to meet my twin flame? When is this going to happen? And I feel, now please, this is just my opinion, and if you don't resonate with it, it's okay. Everybody's entitled to their own opinion. But what I've understood, with my research and everything, is that not everyone is meant to have a twin flame. And I feel like this concept of twin flame has been romanticized so much that people think twin flame and soulmate is the same thing, and everybody wants to have a twin flame because that's what you need to get, and that's not how it works. The truth of the matter is that there are only a few people who are meant to go through this twin flame journey. Now, the number of that, I don't know. Some people, the other twin flame readers, talk about 144,000 people. Maybe that's true, maybe it isn't. Honestly, I don't know anything about that, so I have no judgment. All I know is that none of us chose, I mean, of course we did in a broader sense. We chose to be in a twin flame situation before we were born. But right now, if you ask me, this is not something I would wish on anyone. A twin flame journey is not like a regular relationship. It's not even a soulmate relationship. It is a painful relationship with a painful dynamic that forces you to go through your darkest and to become a person that you never thought you would be, in a good sense. But it drags you and takes you to your lowest point. It makes you go through every single blockage, every single negative aspect that you were trying to deny, which everybody's trying to deny in their life. It kind of drags you through it, and you're away from your partner for the longest period. It's not like you're together and it'll be as happily ever after right from the beginning. That's not what twin flame relationships are about. Eventually, yes, but the gap can be years and years. I know people for 10, 15, 20 years. Do you want to be like this for 20 years? I don't think so. So when I read all these things, I'm like, oh, I haven't met my twin flame. I can't wait to meet them. I feel like, I don't say much because, each their own, each to his own. But my only opinion would be like, why would you want this? Why would you want to go through torture? So let's talk about what twin flame relationships are as far as I have come to understand. Again, a lot of people have different definitions. There are lots of twin flame readers out there who give different definitions of it. Some talk about how you could have multiple twin flames. Now, if that resonates with you, then that can be true for you. All right. So please, it's free will. But personally, I don't think there can be multiple. All right. But then I've never been the kind of person to even date multiple people or fall in love with multiple people. Because I know people who are like, oh, I really like this guy, but I also really like this guy and I can't choose. And I often tell them that maybe you don't like them enough, because if you did, one person would always stand out. But everybody's different. I believe that twin flames before we were born, now if you believe in this, take this with a grain of salt. Before we were born, we decide the kind of lessons we want to learn in our lifespan. All right, the broader lesson, this is in everyone's life. Okay, we are born on this planet because we meet people, we go through circumstances that we need to sort of learn from, lessons that need to be learned, karmic debt that needs to be paid, things that need to happen that you have decided beforehand, I need to work on this, but the broader things are decided, but the everyday thing is up to us. How quickly we learn this lesson, whether a pattern keeps repeating itself, that's up to us. That's where free will comes into play. If you are faced with a boyfriend that cheats, for example, and that keeps happening to you, it means you haven't learned the lesson. Yes, the person is an ass for doing that, but screw him. Think about yourself. Why is this happening to me? Why am I always meeting guys who cheat on me? The answer is to figure out why it's happening and what lesson there is. The minute you learn the lesson and make that shift and make that change, that will no longer happen to you. So that's how it is. We have free will in everything we do. Twin flames are basically supposed to be one soul split into two. All right? Most people that I know who met their twin flames or I've spoken to had no clue what a twin flame was. They weren't waiting around for them. They weren't looking for a twin flame. I have done a little video about my twin flame journey so far. You can check that out. But I personally did not know of the concept. My karmic partner, who I believe is my karmic, mentioned it once or twice because he was into all of this, but he had no clue what twin flames were. He also had the romanticized opinion of it. So I did read up on it, but I was just like, okay, this sounds whatever, like crazy. And I let it go. Forgot about it, and 3 years later is when I started, I met my twin, and I did not know it was my twin till after separation, till after I went through my awakening, and I went through the lowest part of my life, and then I had my spiritual awakening and started becoming a healer. And then I just happened to come across some information about twin flames, and the science resonated more and more. And then my own readings, I did readings from other twin flame readers because I can't always trust my own personal readings for myself because my own energy can get, it can influence it and bias it. But that's when I knew it was what it was. So if you are in a twin flame relationship, the principle is usually you meet, you connect, all right, it's amazing, you feel like you found home, and then one person is a little bit more awakened, which you don't at the moment even know, honestly. I had no idea I was awakened. Yes, I'd already started, I'm a Reiki master, so I'd already started my Reiki training, but it wasn't because I was into spirituality so much. It was more like, this seems interesting, let's see what it's all about. I only got in majorly into everything after separation, but I guess you could call me more awakened at that time, So the other twin can't handle it and they run until they can deal with their own stuff, until they can, face their issues and work through their stuff. They're not going to return. And while the other awakened twin still has a lot of work to do. So if you are looking for a twin flame relationship, please know that the separation, it can be going back, coming back, coming together, growing apart, or it could just be one long separation like how I have. And sometimes the separation, from what I've read, can be for 15, 20, 30 years of your life. People get married, people have children, they move on, and then 20 years later they have reunion. So please don't romanticize the whole concept of twin flame. Yes, it's a beautiful connection, all right? But it's not something everybody should aim for, only because it's a kick in the pants, Every day it's about learning lessons. It's about, and I'm not advocating anybody who should wait for their twin, but some of us just can't, we try and we just can't date on other people. So that's up to you, whatever works for you. I know some twin flames who are happy in soulmate relationships till their twin comes, which is great, whatever works for you. So that's what twin flames are all about. So I really wanted to clarify that because, if you still want to go for it, please, of course, it's up to you, but it's not something. What you're looking for is a soulmate. Now let's talk about soulmates, all right? Soulmates don't have to always be romantic partners, okay? So your best friend is your soulmate. It's a person who's whose heart and soul match with yours. Is somebody who you're spending your life with. And it doesn't mean that you're not spending your life with your best friend, because we do spend a lot of our time with our best friends, okay? My dog is definitely my soulmate, because I feel this intense love for my dog that I know can't be anything else, all right? A soulmate relationship doesn't have to have separation at all. I mean, that, of course, that can happen. But soulmate relationships don't have this spiritual growing angle to it. That doesn't mean we don't evolve as individuals. Of course we do. Every relationship helps us grow and evolve and become better versions of ourselves. But it has nothing to do with the evolved twin and running and chasing and all of that. It's just you meet someone and hopefully things work out. If they don't, you break up. Maybe you get back together, whatever the case may be. Of course, lessons have to be learned. But it's not this push-pull dynamic where you're feeling your twin and because you're one, as a twin flame, you're basically one entity. With soulmates, you're two separate entities doing their own part, but being in together because you want to be together, So ideally, if you want something to hope for, I would say hope for a soulmate. I mean, I even say right now, if I can't be with my twin, I would love to find my soulmate, So that's what a soulmate situation is. And soulmate, I do have a couple of soulmates. Like I said, my best friend, my dog, a couple of other friends, family members. But you see, soulmates are not as hard work as twin flames. Now let's talk about karmics. All right, I honestly did not know what a karmic relationship was till somebody told me I was in one. And when I got out of it, that's when I realized I really was in a karmic, because it really kicked my ass, okay? Karmic relationships are basically people you've known in your past life, or that you still have unfinished business with. All right, now, of course, everybody has a different definition to this. This is what I believe. So if you don't agree with me, it's okay. I concede. But I believe you come back because you still have some lessons to learn from this person. Okay, both ways. So I had I had an ex who was a karmic, and it was an emotionally abusive relationship. It was a all-consuming love where it was like that person drove me crazy, in the sense of like the worst part of me came out. And it was like, if you're not going to be with me, I'm not going to let you be with anybody else. It was that kind of intense, like highs and lows. And it really brought you to your knees. And I went to severe depression. And it was the worst relationship of my life. And I would never want to go back. And I changed a lot. I had after that, I became, more independent. And I became stronger. And I vowed to never do that again. So karmic relationships can sometimes be very tumultuous, okay? They can, because you are dealing with stuff that you need to learn, all right? I'm not saying it's different from twin flames. From what I've understood, twin flames are not abusive, all right? And let me make this very clear. If this person is your twin, karmic, soulmate, if they're physically or emotionally or verbally abusive towards you, you need to walk away. Forget the label, all right? At the end of the day, if they are horrible to you, walk away, because you deserve so much better and you will get so much better. From what I've understood is that twin flames are not horrible to each other. All right. Yes, I felt some negativity towards my twin when we were just breaking up, because I wasn't understanding what was going on and I was upset and angry. But after that, yes, I go through my moments where I'm a little upset, like, when the hell is this going to happen? I'm so fed up, make it move faster, because we all go into that. But it's not a negative thing. I don't wish him harm. I want him to be happy, even if he's not with me. All right? How often can we say that about an ex? All right? I know I can't, half my exes I don't even give a shit about. Like, I'm just like, whatever. I don't care what you do, But with my karmic, I do care what he does. But if it's not with me, I want him to be happy. I want him to be fulfilled. I want him to be able to, grow as an individual and have all his dreams come true. All right. So that's how a karmic is different. For a karmic, you may still hold animosity. Even after it's over, you may still have, oh my God, I'm never going to go back to that person. Now, you may have a similar experience with a soulmate or somebody, you dated, but you may not have such a strong reaction. The ones that you have such a strong reaction to are the ones that really taught you a lesson. All right. So I just wanted to sort of do a little quick video about all of this. At the end of the day, these are just labels that we made up. All right. Us humans. Universe did not come up with these labels. So you don't have to put a label on your relationship. All right. You can just be like, there is an energetic connection with this person, and I'm just gonna see what happens. Whether the person is for me, as long as they treat me with respect, even if they're not talking to me, as long as they're not abusing me or putting me down or treating me like dirt, it doesn't matter what it is. All right. So I hope this video was helpful. I'm gonna start doing some EFT videos for you guys as well, and something that you guys can tap along with me to help you heal at home. Of course, you can book private readings with me as well. All details are listed in the description box below. But I will be back with more videos. So take care. Bye.